What an amazing day of Dota we've had. We went for the full 3 in the lower bracket final, and now it's the 5th game in the grand final of ESL 1 Birmingham. Kyle, I don't know about you, but I feel like this Birmingham crowd, they've been absolutely wonderful. I want to hear more from you guys. This is the end. Seeker has played 8 games in a row. They need your energy. They need a chance. I want to hear it right now inside this arena.
What about EG though?
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
It sounds even to me. Don't hold it back. This is game 5, and what a draft we're starting with, Kyle. Yeah. It feels like, once again, both these sides, they're telling their stories, they're playing their style.
Is there anything more puppy than letting Warlock through the banning phase for the first time in game 5 and picking a lineup full of heroes you have yet to select the entire series? These are 5 new heroes for Secret. Like, EG, you tweak your previous lineups a bit, add the Warlock, steal the DP from Secret. You've got a great teamfight composition. The Warlock sector, we've seen this
30 seconds to battle.
I love the last pick Naga from Secret. It was perfect. Think about the setup. You initiate, you want to drop the Golem, the Haunt, the DP ult. Now you have that reset. You have the setup for the Wukongs, and it's an Ion Shell carrier. It's just the perfect 22 pick. I think both of these drafts are excellent. It's just going to come down to who executes better. But this time, no squad has this uncounterable mechanic that the other team is just hopeless against.
Yeah, it's just so creative, and I'm loving the way they push the lanes as well. Once again, we are seeing the movement. Monkey King gets to go towards the safe lane. Nisha will play that mid Naga Siren, going against Sumail, who has been absolutely amazing throughout this entire tournament, not just this series. His Storm has gone off. He's always gone off.
Dude, talk about respect. Puppy opens with the Nyx, tries to deny all these super flashy int heroes that Sumail's been styling with, and still bans the Lesh and the Storm in later phases.
Oh, S4, you didn't want to walk into this. They were just looking with the double Iron Shells to take the creep wave, but Puppy was here for the shadow. S4's going to another impact on his own.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he can't come back. He can't come back unless the support from EG gets up here first. If he TP's up, they're just going to dive him again.
TPing under,
can't do this.
Are we reliving this? It's a broken record. The record's stuck. The record's stuck. And S4 is stuck.
His top tower might be going down.
S4 already just completely.
Dire's top tower is about to be radiant.
This means that Puppy, he'll be able to rotate towards bottom if he desires to help out mid one, who is struggling, but you've got this creep wave coming under tower.
Dire's
and unlike
tower
the
is
Secret
under
support
attack.
duo, you don't have enough lockdown necessarily to dive mid one.
My God,
well, they will anyway.
They're diving him anyway. They're underneath the T1 tower on bottom.
Dire's
He's
top
got that
tower is
spear
about to be
above
Radiant's
Marvel,
top
but
rubble.
Dire's
tower still is.
Not for long. Mid-one will fall. The revenge is there from EG.
Thank you.
TP immediately back down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But I'm pretty sure they can't do that dive again. At least not for a bit.
Man, there's a Warlock in that lane. Whenever there's a Warlock in that lane, anything is possible.
Look at top tower's HP.
Yep.
Holy crap.
They creep skipped it so much that the wave just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. And now Zai's even doing the pull. At least EG will stop this by planting the Observer Ward, making sure Zai doesn't have the easiest pull and farm. But does Zai care? He's going to double stack the wave, but he's going to rotate it off. Puppy as well as Yapsaw. They're hunting.
And it's crazy, just the adaptation from Secret. They actually, once again, are putting Nisha in the mid lane on his carry.
Yep.
But that was the one from Secret to lose mid, was when Nisha's AM was there. And it's a nice rotation. You can't harass this Naga as hard as you'd be able to bully a Monkey King.
Look at this so fast from Zai, because they're giving him the solo experience as well. Actually, Yapsaw's going to leech a little bit of it. Crit thinks about fighting back, but now you've got level 2 Iron Shells from Zai. You thought the creep skipping was already hard enough.
Tower is
Having
under
an extra burn just enables Yapsa and Zai to wreck the top lane harder and faster.
I'm getting flashbacks to that ESL Frankfurt. It didn't go 5 games, but you remember that Zai Darkseer went off. You had #1 net worth for the entire game.
Be really careful. Like, you're getting hit real hard. Even with Puppy being here, you're connected to these creeps.
He's taking a lot of damage. He's actually in trouble.
Yeah, he really is. Arteezy kind of wants to dive in, but Puppey has the shackle, so going underneath the tower, it's not really going to work, but he has a salve, so he's waiting for the fatal bonds to wear off, and mid one will salve up underneath safety.
Oh, it's so... I'm so
Dire's
excited.
top tower is under attack.
Cap and T-Gov are right. This game has the potential to go so late.
Yeah.
Neither side can punish super hard, but they both have the ability to turn kills into objectives. DP ult on one side, Rasta on the other. Tons of team fight for both teams.
And it was a hard question as well. Like, you feel almost like unfair for T-Gov. It's like everyone's like, oh, who's going to win this game? Well, you don't know, because Dota isn't as black and white when you got Secret versus EG. They both have their own strengths. They all have their own timings. Predictions are kind of asked now.
Yeah.
Fly, shackled up, slap him down, and goodbye, Fly. Swat him.
And they're not just finding the kills and free farming. Remember, they're also farming these extra camps. Zai getting super farmed off of this. And now, Yaps are with the freedom to look to move. He's going to try and control top room from Samel.
Yeah, no bottle charges. He'll steal the arcane. Spy Carapace getting instant stun back on Samel. And it's an easy TP out from Yapsor.
Oh,
nice. He doesn't get hit on the tree, however.
Hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
Arteezy, not a healthy man, Puppey. Hitting with the ether shock. That hits Arteezy real hard.
hit all three heroes as well. Tons of harass damage coming out from Rasta.
We've got 40 seconds till the shrine is up. Arteezy just needs to wait this out.
And you can see the disparity between the off-laners in this game. Mid one, he's keeping up with Arteezy, even though he died once. S4, he's recovering a bit, mostly just because Zai is backlaning, not looking to pressure the Doom too much anymore.
Yeah, he's just waiting it out. Mid one, he's got to stop getting connected like this. At least Arteezy can't just dagger him down and get this easy damage out.
Yeah. Man. You can feel it in the crowd.
You really can. Anna's not even here. Zai, he's going to TP out. He gets caught up on top. Smell hit him with a level 3 Crypt Swarm at max range to get him before he was able to get home.
We really should mention that Sumel kicked Nisha out of the lane around 3 minutes in. If EG take this game and someone else wins MVP, I'm going to be upset because this man had body the entire tournament. Now on, I think it's the first time DP stage.
Oh, look at mid one. He actually slapped down Arteezy, so he's got the bonus damage to kill off Fly. Such a great play from him. Saw the opportunity. Samel now gets Nisha. He bodied him out of the lane. He doesn't really have them just away. The Crit's on the way over. Spirit Siphon. Samel just wants to slow him down.
Radiant's middle tower is under
attack.
attack.
The shrine is not available, but it is there for TP supports to come in. Will it be enough? Now Cripple arrives. He goes for the first hit and the tree. Skewer him up.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Head
attack.
on a palm tree.
Sumel looking to go bot shrine now, already with the phase boots up, going for the more lane-dominating style of play here. Yules will be his next
Dire
choice.
structures are fortified.
Much like he does on the left
Radiant's
track.
middle
Again,
tower
that
is
mixed
not
damage
feeling
plus
the
the
love.
ability to kill buildings. His rotations are going to be what open up the map for EG.
They have S4's Doom ready. Fatal Bond looks to connect him up. Zai, he's going to
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's
so
top
Zai will have a hard
rubble.
time living through this. Nyx Assassin's nearby. And well, what do you want to do from die, Zai? Exactly that. He wants to die.
Yeah, and once again, it's Sumel making the rotation. He's been a part of all but one kill thus far. Playing very well. Puppey using this opportunity to try and get a deep lane ward off bottom.
Illusion.
TP from Zai back. This top shrine. Nisha just looking to accelerate. Same build he did, actually same build Arteezy went in that game against PSG LGD. Just Falling Blade, 3 Wraith Bands, you just start hard farming the jungle using your illusions.
But this is allowing Crit just to get that easy farm in the mid.
Exactly.
Like, you're not pressuring, so the support's getting bigger, but Samel caught maybe in the river.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's going to be able to connect, but where's the real follow-up? I thought there might have been something, but it's actually really there from Evil Geniuses. Having S4 ready to go.
Without Puppey around, it's very difficult for Secret to find pickoffs.
But Puppey's looking for his own levels.
Yeah, it's the mid-game team fights where they start to spike up. The Song into the Wukong. That is the combination to watch for.
Now Crit needs to connect with the spear. But Samel will take most of it anyway. X's him up at level 7, so he just pushes the tier 1 tower. Fortification will buy some time. Hilariously enough, that tier 1 tower still hasn't gone down yet, but Fly is burning underneath. Zai's got double waves of combat, looking at multiple places of mid one. Gets that Wukong's command down. Doesn't come back forward. He runs down south while Fly makes it break for the tree line, but they're not giving it up just yet. Zai will go but will Fly, And the tower, well, it goes the way of Sumail, but can play escape. Zion just locked him in a corner, and Arteezy wanted to help out, but couldn't do anything. Not with the copy with the iron shell on it.
Dire's top tower is under
Very
attack.
even game so far. Both teams playing aggressively, getting some tower damage off. So big that Sumail got that last hit gold middle.
They're coming top, but this Observer Ward is paying dividends. Yapsaw and Puppy's movement has been scouted out. So what does Arteezy do? He actually totally leaves the lane. He goes to the bottom lane. If you're hunting me, I will disappear. He's still not even level 6 yet. Like, he needs that Spectral Horn before, like, moving to a bottom lane's able to function, but that's what that creep wave and a half will give him on the bottom lane.
And this is where you want to be if you're Arteezy. He did this in the previous Spectre game as well. You want to play on the offensive side of the map. If you attract pressure, you're always able to then TP back to your safe lane.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
In the event,
Yapsaw
engage.
He's around the corner. Crit is jumping out. He's putting Darkseer over on the floor. It's over on the Darkseer. Puppy gets a Gnarly. He's got problems of his own, which is Sumail able to find that kill. So back-to-back kills, and with a Spectral Horn, Arteezy arrived to be involved as well.
But remember, this is with Secret keeping both their cores in lanes, farming. You pick up a couple of kills, but it used all the long cooldowns. Doom and Haunt now inactive. You've got DP ult in 30 seconds.
Hard to have pressure elsewhere with that. Yep, so back his own target. Gonna find Crit to jump forward from here. One Crit trying to use that pocket bore inside of Roshan. No real supports nearby him, but then again, this is Mars. He's really tanky.
He is, but keep in mind, that break application, one of the Nyx changes in a couple patches ago, it's so good here. You're able to remove the Spectre's dispersion and the bulwark off the Mars. These two heroes are incredibly tanky, sure, but when you remove that passive, the damage reduction disappears, and you have that window then where Secret can strike and find a kill.
Then looking for Sumail. Sumail actually stopped fighting in the center. He's looking just to stack up the camps. It's the 10-minute bounty rune timing, which even flags more problems, but Arteezy's nearby. He has a Spectral Dagger. If he had one charges, he could just go for the trees, but he's okay.
2 for 2 bounties, in addition 2 for 2 homes for both teams. All supports now will be hitting level 6 once they're able to activate the book.
I'm fairly certain too, EG scouted out that Observer Ward was planted. There's Sentry Wars that just arrived on Fly, and that tome you're talking about is used by Fly to get him the chaotic offering. Let the burning rock fall from the sky. S4 is getting a lot of space on bottom lane too. These side lanes, it seems so hard for Team Secret to come to bottom lane to contest S4 because it takes them so far away from the farming areas of Evil Geniuses.
Under attack.
The thing to keep in mind is that as this game stagnates a bit, Secret will be out farming EG, at least on the Darkseer and the Naga in
Radiant's
comparison
bottom tower
to their
needs a
counterparts,
hand.
because you don't have that wave clear advantage until Arteezy finishes the Radiance. Naga, however, can clean both jungle and creep waves because the
Radiant's
illusion
bottom
and
tower
the
is
massive
under attack.
amount of stats that Nisha's purchased.
And you see Puppy and Sumail showing their own clearance. Ether Shock versus Crypt Swarm. What have you got? Yapsaw has got an opening. He's going to find S4 down on the bottom. There's help nearby from Mars, but if he can land this done, S4 looks big fancy footwork. Into the roof comes Simon. They get the follow-ups up into Crypt, but maybe S4's got the room speed with a stick shot. Just follows the one. He'll trigger the face.
Killing spree!
But mid one, he can reach him. Remember, Puppy's on the
like
go.
you
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Against the wall, and Team Secret unwillingly giving their lives. If there can be a follow-up, there's no
Dire's bottom tower is getting pushed around.
this. But you see the power of EG's team fight there.
Oh yeah, the fatal bonds on 4 heroes. Puppy actually making his wisest move
Dire's
and
bottom
just
tower is under
forwards,
attack.
accepting his own death to try and ensure his 3 allies get out of dodge.
Team Secret were also very lucky then. Arteezy's haunt came off cooldown 2 seconds
Radiant's
after Team
bottom
Secret
tower is
disengaged.
under
If it was
attack.
up when that fight
Radiant
began,
structures
it would have
are
been a
fortified.
hell of a lot worse.
There's no Naga in this game thus far. 135 CS already on
Radiant's
Nisha. It's
bottom
just 12
tower
minutes
needs
into
a
the game.
hand.
This hero will accelerate.
Here's mid one. There stays.
Scare me.
That was nothing. That was nothing. No, I was excited for a moment. They can shackle and kill a golem, but this means nothing. It's been funny.
Yeah, the one downside of the EG lineup is it's tough to know when to take fights because you have so many long cooldowns, right? So now you've got no golem.
Dire's
You've
top
got
tower is about to be radiant.
Smell found Nisha. Finally, Song of the Siren comes out. Spirit side making it difficult to run away. The TP comes in. The Spirit.
Whoa!
How close was that? He's actually spinning on the spot back and base. Yeah, Nisha, we're watching you, Taunt. He can't hear us, but
that's what we call a near-death experience, Toby.
Man, it's like I saw a spear coming really close to my eyeball, and I just managed to get out in time. Or just fell flat in the air like an anime stick.
Yeah, but you're getting close to the timing for Secret. They've got the mech now on the Dark Seer.
Let's see it again. We'll have a quick watch. So this is from Nisha. He sees him thanks to the Observer, starts the TP, and
you've got balls of steel, not even flinching. Just trusting that there will not be the range.
Mid one's on the retreat. They know EG want to fight. Chaotic offering still on cooldown, but
DP ult in 30 though, Toby.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dire's middle tower's in trouble. Which one's Dire
offering
again?
DP ult will allow them for the push, but the team fight kind of comes from the Doombringer initiation. But he went for move the
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Secret don't want to just walk into a 5-on-5.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen
into a big fight. Sticks to start it with an ion shell. Abuse mid one's movement with this one.
Oh, it whiffs. There was a sentry ward from Arteezy. He didn't see Yamsar until the last moment, though.
You can see how they try and strike, and then the moment it doesn't work out just right, they back away immediately. They don't want to fight EG as 5. They want to get that pick off and then chase for more.
S4's got the target. Here comes Yamsar once again, sentry ward. They see Yamsar. That's why S4's going side to side. They have to get the hell out with what they've got. Zai wants to fight around this wall.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
No Nisha, no Song of the Siren. He's still farming up, and he's still #1 net worth, but he's waiting. Actually, on top of the shrine, Samael saw him. He just can't work out which one's which.
That was exactly Secret walk into an engagement. They think they're finding a pick off. The Doom is just so tanky. Only
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrated. Radiant's bottom tower is
Poppy's copying a lot of damage from that Warlock Golem. Yamsar's lining up for a double stun, so Poppy can walk himself away. Mid-one will jump down to the battle bonds. Still connecting them up. He wants to kill them. At that point, the slide down will be there. And Vlitus wants to see the hero. Everyone, Yamsar wants to stay away from that Golem, or he could kill that Poppy. No, he's got a Hex. You can get it done.
Yeah, and you get the EG if you just drop all your spells on Secret before BKBs, before any method specifically planting these fatal bonds. That's what we were talking about during the draft. You've got a Manta carry on the Naga, a BKB carry with mid one, and eventually you'll have 3 on side. But before those items come up, all Fly needs to ensure is that he lands fatal bonds as the fight starts. And it's very difficult for Secret to get a kill on him unless they abuse the Nyx Assassin's invisibility, and Fly's doing a great job playing around these sentries. Secret don't have that reach advantage until they have some sort of blink initiation, which it won't be online for some time. They need to use vision, Nyx Assassin, Naga illusions.
S4 really going down to mid-one. He had the Doom available, starts with him firstly. Wallstomp is there as well.
the tower is under
into the Doom, looking for the guarantee. People come in, securing him up. They didn't want any support to arrive. Once you will be there. Westbrook can walk himself a little bit further away, so I still made a copy, but it can't get through the wall.
Yep.
And it's buying time for EG to rotate over. Fly is here to lend the fatal bonds, but look at Team Secret. They instantly want to go for it. They cannot let Fly get a single ability off. That's the fatal bonds off. Instantly Team Secret retreat away. The massive more damage will go down. He had the help from the illusion.
And the Ion Shell.
Up and bring him down with the Ion Shell.
Great micro from Zai. And you can see Secret feel confident now because the Manta's up on Nisha. Once they hit that defusal timing, we saw it in the Arteezy game from yesterday. That is the spike, and all of a sudden the damage issues from Secret are solved, and you can just follow Nisha into these fights. He has a method of dispelling the fatal bonds, and as long as he doesn't get doomed, there's no true lockdown for EG other than that arena of blood.
But you say like Team Secret have the damage kind of solved. I'm looking at items starting to arrive. Like once the range is up, team fights is a lot harder. This is still a set. He's very difficult to kill, but the Aghanim Scepter from Samael, it's only 400, 1400, 1300 gold away from completion. Once he has that, his sustain problems are resolved.
Correct. It's just about clearing illusions. That's the
Radiant are
concern
scanning
for
for
the
enemies.
EG lineup. I do believe that Nisha, for 25-30 minutes, he'll be the strongest hero on map. If the Spectre gets that 4th, 5th item, we're talking late game, that's when things start to change. But until then, it's very difficult to deal with Nisha's illusions, especially when the defusal comes online. He'll hit that timing before the Ags on Sumail. Remember, they have the true reset. EG, you can commit hard to a fight, and certainly win it in the event the Fatal Bonds and the mods are going to go down. But Secret can always just hit that song, relax, regroup, drop the Wukongs, and set up for a huge back into Nick's stun.
They just have to hit that perfectly and hope that the sustain of EG isn't strong enough. But also the positioning from flag that too. When that Arena of Blood comes down, he just seems to split Team Secret into multiple parts. So even when they have the reset, EG had their own way of having the AoE zoning.
Yeah, it's still just an endless game. Less than 1,000 gold separating these teams.
They look for a kill on bottom. As Yapsol, he'll break him up, stun him up. TP support is on the way. I think Yapsol fires up back now. S4 wants to turn around. Spectral Dagger flies towards him. He begins his TP fly. Does he from the rock? No, he does not. Not for this.
Like that play from Yapsol. Yeah, he probably dies 50% of the time, but it's worth it. You force TPs, you prevent EG from grouping up and getting all their spells off in sequence. They've got Nisha almost going there.
Yeah, I thought he was actually starting the ensnare onto Sumail. He had Puppey as well as mid one just around the corner.
Yep, and once again, Fly, great vision. He's got these defensive wards up, covering both entrances into his top jungle. Sees Puppey. He knows there's 2 wards active, and he's gonna probably see him even pinging it out. He knows Vision's about to be planted on his side of the map, and he's calling over his team to rotate and help him out.
There's a blink reveal to be done on Doombringer. With Spectral Horn available, Arteezy can this fight, but until he has Radiance, he probably doesn't want that to happen.
There's the Greaves on Darkseer. It's one method of cleansing the bonds. Got the Manta up, Diffusal on the way, and one more CS for Nisha. Arteezy, however, does finish up the Radiance as soon as he kills off this dragon. Now one more. Now it's up. So both teams peaking. This is why it's a game. Even the drafts are hard to read. It's going to come down to outplay neither side with a definitive advantage in either the lanes or this mid-game phase. But I gotta be afraid for EG. Look at Nisha's network. Continuing to accelerate. Arteezy compensate. Increases farming pace significantly.
That's an interesting smoke position. Actually catching Sumail while he's inside the river.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's no observer wards down there, so this smoke maneuver, unless Team Secret feel it, they won't know it. And Nisha, that's the real one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Extra TP over. He'll get the mana style off, and Song of the Siren begins. Oh boy, he needs to get himself out of this
tower is about to be raided.
Dire's
top tower is falling.
He's taking his own little gap.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
S4 and Sumail is doing the best they possibly can.
Dominate!
He'll get one more hex, and the rest of the Team Secret have now finally will die.
Killing spree! Double kill! Dominate! I like this. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Give him the kill. It goes to Arteezy, but everyone from Team Secret. This is why we see Warlock banned for exactly this reason.
You also have the Spectre core that could potentially do this at later phases of the game. Secret's teamfight is predicated on the Song and the Wukongs. As soon as it's used defensively, it's a great play because it allows the rest of his team to kill crit, and then they do exactly what we expect their draft to do. Continue, chase for more, abuse their reach advantage on the Monkey King, but the buyback from Fly, the teamfight of EG, if they just blow all their ultimates and Secret are clumped up like they were, they will all die. It doesn't matter how far Nisha gets.
This is how the conclusion comes. We're going to see it right here. So beautifully, we're actually coming back right kicking in, being pushed away, but it's the big one. It's actually S4 going down. His 4-time streak being ended. More money into this one, just escalating his BKB timing.
Here's the Ags on Sumail, however. Looking out on the, oh no, it actually died in that last fight.
Going for Roshan. Song is up in 11 seconds time. It's coming up but without the rock, they may not feel confident enough EG to contest this.
Without the Ags as well, Secret must know the courier died with that item on it. Sumail will not have that power spike available until 1 minute 30 seconds.
Boy, Fatal Bond, it connects into the pit.
Did it hit Roche? Okay, as long as it doesn't hit Roche, it's alright.
It did not hit Roche, but Crit comes in. A quick silence. They're being forced out. This is wasting the time of the Mass 7 Wars.
Yep.
They've got 27 seconds left, but this is not what Team Secret wanted. You started this. You committed abilities to this.
you still might want to. There's 30 seconds on pretty much all of the ultimates of EG, save the Warlock Golem, which is a bit farther.
How many times have we seen Secret start Roshan just to try and force a fight out? They're going back inside the pit to begin. Crit is waiting. Everyone's back up. Doom is not available for 15 seconds, but it is happening, and it looks like EG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality!
It's the alt windows. Both teams have huge
Radiant's
cooldowns they're
top
reliant
tower
on
ain't looking
to
too
successfully
steady.
go after engagements. And as you said, Secret, like they do a ton of damage to Rose, recognize, hey, we're too low, we need to shrine. Now we go back in. EG also making the right play, because in reality, if they walk forwards into a Song Wukong's, they will not like what happens. Very tough as well, because you don't have a method of engaging with vision into the pit. Plus, that Ags on Sumail, it was not available. The courier's still dead for 20 more seconds.
Yep, and they're having more answers to it as well. Spirit Vessel is now completed over on Yapso. He'll find Arteezy. What a nice catch-up. If they can get the initiation off, looks like they can find Carapace. It's an issue. You want to get your answers on, and you can send the ball through instead. The rest of EG will not arrive in time. In fact, they're all getting out.
There's no sentry in the area. If there's not a sentry, Yapsor will hunt, he will find. He's not playing Wisp, he's on a killer this game. And he's going to look to do just that. Look at mid one leaping through the trees. He has that cast range talent now, so he has so much reach, vision advantage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
1K gold
Dire's
is
putting up a barricade.
kind of the best we've seen so far, even though the experience goes the way of EG.
Look at that, a Midas on
Dire's
flying,
bottom tower.
recognizing what I
Don't
think we all
look
did from
good.
jump. Just that this game will take a while.
Hey, I'm down for that. We were hoping Game 5 would be
Dire's bottom
a
tower is
slaughterfest
fallen.
over time.
Dire's
Yapso's
middle
on the
tower
hunt,
is
giving
under
really
attack.
good information. This was giving Team Secret that confidence, not going to
Like Secret want to play
Dire's
out
bottom
initiate
tower
or
is
with the
under
Doom.
attack.
If there's 6
Dire's
illusions
structures are
around
fortified.
You are a little too far, Puppy. Was in range. They have to go so deep for that kill. It's not worth it.
Typical Secret macro moves. Drop your spells, force EG back, recognize you're not finding anyone.
Full bounties.
Exactly. You've done what you wanted. You've put EG where you expected them to be, and you've backed away. You even have a beautiful lane ward placed by Puppy. And it's just out of range of the sentry placed on the high ground. Almost like he planned it that way.
Ah. So smart.
Love it, love it. And that's a 4K gold lead all of a sudden. Like, that's the Secret play style that's so tough for EG to punish in this game.
It has to be so much fun for Sumail, where he's like, you know what, I'd just come and get hit up a little bit. Bring more spirits in, add more pressure. Team Secret were looking for their own one, however. Yep, Sentry is down, so if Nick wants to come forward, they'll know it. Jump on the boom. He got on top of the Monkey King, and he got the damage is a little bit too far out now. Special Horn, they want to join in, they're looking for a fight, and they want to kill
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top
The rest of
tower.
EG is just on the edge. Nisha trying to play the perfect positioning. Remember, Fly, he's got the horns, and he's got to kill. On four.
Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love. Dire's top tower is under attack. Double kill.
Exactly, Toby. They cut their losses.
Dire's
Well
top
played by
tower
EG.
is
They
under
continue to
attack.
pursue. They recognize, look, we are so strong.
Radiant's
You can
structures
see
are
the threat,
fortified.
because the song is
Radiant's
tough.
middle
It's
tower is under
immediate kill.
attack.
No one on EG can pursue. If the Doom isn't on one, they can immediately turn that around.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
right now,
has
you can see
fallen.
Secret, they cannot 5-on-5 if EG just have the confidence to walk forward and get their spells off. So important that Secret get Fly's Warlock. You saw the forehand Fatal Bonds, the Rock. You just can't fight once this spell gets utilized.
It was coming from so far away. Nisha, I think he knew it. Like, he was sitting, trying to hold everyone back, but he couldn't control every single time. He was split up enough.
Yes.
And with the Observer Ward down, he saw everything he needed to Fly.
But man, he
Dire's middle tower looks to be
Butterfly coming up in
disintegrating.
just a moment.
Nisha's getting big.
Dire's
I also
middle
love seeing
tower
what
is
Fly's
taking
doing.
a death nap.
Everything needs to go into my big power combo. He's going for an Agate himself to build up in the Warlock too.
Hey, I like the Midas for that reason alone. It allows you to buy whatever you want and ensure you will have high
Secret,
damage.
you just lost a fight. What do? You kill people. They stay in Monkey Kingdom.
Radiant's
But now
bottom
they'll
tower
push the
needs a
team.
hand.
Matt Seven was committed for a Lumpy. Fatal Blows off cooldown now. Fly gets it off and can. Of course, it's on
Dire's middle tower looks to be
Dire's
disintegrating.
and this is Secret once again. Yeah, sure. you
Radiant's
lose
bottom
every
tower
time
is
you
under
get
attack.
a fight against you. But once those cooldowns are down, you move forwards. First time it was Roche. This time it's the tier 2.
Radiant's
They wanna
bottom
ensure
tower
they
needs a
punish
hand.
The recharge time of the EG lineup.
I'm liking the approach from Nisha too. So he's finished the butterfly. He's queuing up the silver edge.
Break
he
mechanic.
He knows he needs an answer to our team. And there goes the Aegis, the Immortal. So a little bit of safety loss for Nisha, but the funny thing is that team fight happened when Song of the Siren was down. They knew they were okay, and now they still know they're going to be okay.
And this is just gonna be a treat to watch, Toby, because it's not like really all of the games previously in this series where it felt like one player had just such a high impact that no one could really deal with him. It was more of an individual matchup. This is no one could win the game by themselves. This is pure team play. How do you utilize your spells? How do you use your squad move around objectives, around vision? Do you go too deep? Do you play too passive? So many questions. Such a complex game, and it's the 5th game.
And this is it. It's when individual player performance really kicks in, like that one major play that can come from an initiation. Obviously, Fly just needs to be in the right position, but I feel like so much pressure is also on the back of Crit, on the back of S4 to get that initiation for EG. At the same time, Yapsor just seems to have always been this man in the front lines for Team Secret. He's information and initiation all wrapped up into one great package.
It's just benefit for Secret. It's easier for them to shove lanes and play around EG's movement. EG wants 5-on-5s, but they have way more difficulty acquiring the opportunities to do so. You can see Secret just kind of pulling EG around the map. Still hesitant to take any sort of fight, even with Nisha this farmed. That 5k gold lead is almost all on the Naga Siren.
Yep. 414 CS to the 250 of Arteezy. That's the difference between Naga and Spec.
Yep, and the BKB is now online for almost everybody. You've got it on mid 1, you have it on Sumail.
I love how Yapso's just courier hunting again. Looking for anything he can find. Came in range of the sentry ward for half a second in mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But he's looking for any information just before the bounty gets going up.
You can see Secret, they are no longer willing to try and pressure Arteezy. He does back away on the bottom lane, but that's because
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Secret's
attack.
mirroring their movement towards top.
Yeah.
That same style. You want to see if you can find an isolated EG hero or bait some cooldowns.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a
Take
hand.
some shots out of the EG shotgun before you try and fully engage. Roshan will be spawning in 30 to 3 minutes 30 from now. BKB up on S4 as well.
It's going to be very intimidating as well for Arteezy. Normally the Spec loves just sitting on the side lane because you could just push it into Spectral Horn into the fight. But when you've got Monkey King, who could move so fast around the map, and he's got the plus 600 tree dance cast range, he can move real quickly. So if you're caught on the wrong side of the river, you're going to get punished.
And that's the pace that we're talking about. Secret, they have that. They have the Invis of the Nyx, the Surge, Darkseer at all times, plus the luxury of having Naga pushing lanes without actually having to commit her hero, thanks to the Mirror Image and the Manta Spam. And you can even see it right here. Sending illusions out. They won't see any heroes from EG. They will see this smoke coming. They're immediately trying to back away.
They're watching Puppey just doing the dewarding of Observer and Sentry, but if they can close the distance, they'll have a chance. Nyx Assassin's nearby. They have Dust on Crit. Another Sentry ward being planted down. They're not on top. S4, that blink dagger. He's going to jump in. Gets the stun river attack with the S4's trapped. He can't get too far. Falling, he'll break free.
Killing spree.
Isolate out the
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
in the worst position to try and fight with it. Maybe Fly can return this one around by hitting the Feather Bonds as well as the Rock. Arteezy, he's beating into Yapsor. Looking to back down, but he's in way too deep and will be brought down. And now the extra one. The Hex control was there from Puppey. Fly won't escape. The TP Song of the Siren. The devil, he's on sleep.
Double kill.
Down with another stun from Yapsor. Nisha even leaves his illusions.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
To kill.
God, what?
They walk away watching.
Radiant's bottom tower
This
is
edition camped on a tree. Gets the
Dire's
blue
top
combs on.
tower is about to be
But
Radiant's
he
top
has
trouble.
on the courier, comes out. As EG forced the fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
To buy back, but what
Dire's
Arteezy
structures are
There's no
fortified.
exorcism. The BKB is still on cooldown for the moment. The tier 3 tower.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrated. Dire's middle tower is
6
falling.
seconds until you have Samel back into the game. But Arteezy, will he want to commit the buyback? You're gonna lose at least one lane of Brack.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
They've been pretty restrained before.
Dire's
The
middle
bomb's getting
barracks has
into
fallen.
Secret. They want to start backing out. You do have the wall stop from this ball, but no way to really initiate with the rest of his team. Midrax will be the only casualty.
What a punch.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Just outside of the secret tier 3, and yet somehow, even with 2 buybacks, they kill a Rax. And it's all because the waves are being pushed by
Dire
Nisha.
is scared for enemies.
And EG, they try to make a play, but it's not something you can do. The moment the Wukongs come out, they had to back away. That's been popping BKB because he was really just dying to the physical damage, trying to pursue mid one inside the army of the monkeys. That's just not going to work out for you.
Smoke up from Evil Genius to save from Team Secret. One thing to get the answer on the front line.
Dominating!
Punch will do it. 3 euros from EG down. This will be a guaranteed push out for Secret. Or they could just go up mid. They could try to end it right now and deny EG another ESL1 title.
Oh, Toby, EG, they're trying to get aggressive, but they didn't even have the spells ready. I think Haunt was still on cooldown, as was the Warlock Golem. They're
Dire's
just
top
antsy.
tower is under
They know
attack.
Secret's been outplaying them around the map, and they walk straight into another chunk.
With no
Dire's
buyback
top
available,
tower has
even
fallen.
the Spike Carapace S4, he's going to double
Dire's
down
top
Drew
barracks
BKB.
are under attack.
I don't know if he can
Dire's
really do
top
enough
barracks is
work.
fallen.
You've got 2 cores, but you've
Dire's
got 2
top
Raxes.
barracks has
Team
fallen.
Secret, they will reset. They will not come in just yet. EG may have one last roll of the dice to get themselves heads back up again on our boards.
It's always a possibility. You never know. You have Warlock, Spectre. All it takes is a miscue from Secret. Maybe you equalize the game, get a bunch of big kill streaks in Arteezy's pocket, but Secret, they get the round.
I thought this guy was Siren, they'll give her the Aegis the Immortal to begin with. Bloodthorn is the item of choice from the Naga. But not to mention, that net worth 10,000. And for the highest EG player, Nisha is just so far ahead.
550
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
35 minutes in, and he's unkillable. You can doom him if you want X4, but he's got the extra life, and even if you were to get it off, he's got so much health.
Dire's top
and it
shrine
doesn't
is under
remove anything
attack.
from him.
You know, he's actually kind of like when Fatal Bonds is cast on Roshan. He's that
Dire's
break box,
top
he can
shrine
keep
is
and kill
falling.
everybody else, as long as you can isolate him. But that's difficult through Song of the Siren. That's why those BKBs were so important.
It's insane how deceptive the physical damage output of Secret is. Because of the Deso on the Monkey King, all the Wukong soldiers apply that as well. Not to mention the Riptide on Naga, that's passive now. Even when doomed, he's going to be proccing auto attacks that lower the armor by 8. Sumail has 0 armor
Radiant
items.
are scanning. How does
If
that
he's
even
not
work?
under the towers, he's going to 0 if he's being attacked by Naga.
And he's going for Blink Dagger as well. He's not even going in for the Shiva's Guard. I think he understands that right now EG can't survive through Team Secret. They have to initiate on Team Secret. That's the only way through this.
Problem is that Team Secret are not a squad full of robots. They're completely aware of the EG win condition, and you can see the way they position. Nisha guarding them in one direction, Yapsor scouting forward to the other.
He's found Arteezy, but the Sentry Ward sees Yapsor as well. Underneath the shrine, maybe EG feel a little bit more confident. Look at Fly's position with the Observer Warden sentries on the hillside. They
Dire's
have to pull
bottom
the
tower
courier
is
down,
under attack.
fortify it. It's been waiting to try and buy the
who's
butterfly.
Dire's bottom
for
tower?
spec. He's just a little bit short. Another 200 gold and he can get it.
Dire's
Because
bottom
watch
shrine
that
is under
buyback.
attack.
It's available. We will need it as well.
You've got the blink now. Take the side.
Already marked.
Dire's bottom shrine is under
Has no
attack.
chance. The Fatal Bonds to connect up. Buyback is available for Mars and no
Dire's
huge
bottom shrine
ability
is
apart
fallen.
from Spectral Haunt was triggered by EG.
But that's a pretty big ability, Toby.
It
In
is.
100 seconds, we're secret of that.
But Doom Rock and Fatal Bonds is what I'm looking at the moment. How can EG disable some part of Team Secret's fight? Nisha, guys. He's sitting there. You thought that was actually fake. They didn't get it.
Dire's middle tower is under
He
attack.
looked to try and reset. Everyone's walking a little bit further away. That's why the Blink Dagger on Samel. He can jump forward, but they surge and they move away. Secret are so damn good at disengaging.
It's just they're convincing each other that they have some sort of ability to initiate, and all it is another cooldown spent before Secret look to go re-engage. No Doom now, no Haunt. How do you fight when you know that both cores of Secret
Silence was going to be there.